Y'all, it is still 91 degrees and it is 9:56 p.m. and we're watching the fireworks from the comfort of my car in the AC. Yes, we are. Could it be? Could it be? Oh my gosh, y'all. It's not even noon yet. There's a storm coming. Ah. Y'all hear that thunder? That is music to my ears. Good morning. So we are in the kitchen. This is day 2 of processing these beets. Y'all, I did not film yesterday because I wanted to find my groove again with these things. Okay? And I did. We did 22 pints yesterday. And I think I'm going to get about the same amount today. But right now, as you can see, I've got my big stock pot here. And I am cutting the stem side off and just dropping them down in there. We want to bring this to a good boil and just boil these until they're tender. Takes it about, well, depending on the size, takes it about 20-25 minutes or so. Just grab you a fork, and if they're fork tender, they're ready to come out. So that's what we're doing. I have washed these and I've just left them in this water. And so we're just going to stand here and get these tops cut off. Whoop! Y'all, these go really fast after the initial process. Okay? And the initial process is wash your beets, cutting off all the stems, getting them boiled, getting them tender, and then peeling them. Okay? That's where your time's going to be spent. The rest of it is just like zip, 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 you're done. But that can take a while. Okay? So, I try to start these as early as possible so I can get them done. This is round 1 for today. And I've got a beautiful box of beets. So we're going to get this done. And I'm going to bring y'all along today and show you how I pickle my beets. Now, some people like savory beets, okay? That's their favorite. Some people like them plain. Y'all, I am not one of those people. I think they taste like dirt, okay? I like mine pickled like this. They're just delicious, okay? And we eat these with our pinto beans and cornbread. We eat them in salads. We eat them, Paps eats them as a bedtime snack. And I'm trying to lower these down in there. With that, we eat them with a lot. So, they are delicious. So I'm just going to stand here and get this done. Then I'll see you guys back here in just a few minutes. Let's check our beets and see where we're. Oh yeah, those are good and fork tender. I just made a mess, so I'm gonna get my spider.
Hi, my name is Me.
And we're gonna get these out and get another round in. Y'all, I'm just doing these in batches, okay?
Hi, my name is My Name.
That's the easiest way I have found to do these and the quickest, okay? It took me a little while yesterday to get back in the groove of this, but y'all, it's like riding a bicycle, okay? It just comes right back to you. So we just want these to cool for a little bit. I'm going to go dump these out on the other counter with my cutting board. We're going to let these cool for just a little bit so we can get them peeled. They are very easy to peel once you have them softened up. I'll show you guys that. I've got my little kitchen helper in here, of course. He's not very much help, but he's moral support in here. So, gotta thank him for that. I may have to add a little bit more water to my pot, because, oh, there's another one. As it boils, the water goes down. And there's another one. Huh. Check to make sure there ain't no more. No, I think that's it. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit more water. I'm going to go set these on the other counter. Grab me some more water. Alright. Let me go get another cup. So I just added about 8 more cups of water to our pot. And now I'm just going to stand over here. I'm going to take the tops off of the ones I have in the bowl. And then we're going to move over to the other counter and start peeling those that just came out of the water. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Okay, these are ready. I've got me a little knife here. And now I'm just going to, and sometimes you don't even have to do this. It just pulls right off. Okay, and sometimes you can just take your thumb and pull it back. I know it's dark over here and I apologize for that, but y'all, it is what it is. Okay, and we're just going to get these peeled up just like this. I've got me another bowl sitting over here that I am going to put these in, and this knife is pretty sharp, but y'all, these are so tender that it wouldn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I am taking the very least amount off that I can. Just kind of skimming through it. You hear Aiden in there in the background. And that's all there is to it.
Hello. Mr. Kitchen Helper is here.
So I wanted to show you guys this. Let me lay that down. See how that one is. And you just pull it. This one's very, very tender. Y'all, this is a time sucking process, but so worth it. So worth it. For Pap. And it just, your knife just glides. I mean, it seriously does. And it just skims that skin off. Beautiful little beads. Oh, and when you're working with beets, if you've never worked with them before, be prepared for everything to be pink. Okay? I bought gloves to do this with, but I think the gloves are defective. Either that or I have defective hands or something. I don't know, but yeah. They just don't work for me. So I cannot work with them on at all. So everything's just red and pink right now in my kitchen. We're going to get ready to slice these up. First we're going to get our jars ready. So I'm going to set these out here. So all I have to do is pack those beets in there. And I'm going to do about 5 at a time. Then I've got some whole cloves. And we're just going to, I'm just going to measure these out in my palm. And we're just going, whoops. We're just going to put these in the jars in the bottom. If you've never worked with whole cloves, they can be overwhelming. So, in a little pint jar, if y'all can see, that's about what I'm using, okay? Maybe a couple more into that one. There we go. Then I'm just going to grab one of my beets. And that is not my knife. Let me find my knife. Paps has offered to peel the other batch that we had in the water over there. So I'm letting him. Yeah, these are beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. No, too dark. So we're just going to start packing these in the jar as I slice them up. And then grab another one. And this one I'm going to cut a little bit different. So I've got various sizes in there so that it packs really well. Y'all, I did this last year, I guess. And it just works. So I'm just going to stand here, get these jars ready to go. Get all this sliced up. And we will do our first run in the canner with these and just keep on batching it up until we get all these done. So we're making the brine because I am doing this as I go. There's my tablespoon. So I've got 6 cups of sugar in my pot. I'm going to put in 3 tablespoons because I am tripling this, okay? The recipe is for 10 pounds of beets per recipe. So with the brine, I found out yesterday that if I just double it, it's not enough. So I'm tripling it. And I did weigh out my beets and I have got about 21 pounds. So there is 3 tablespoons of pickling and cannon salt. Now I need 3 quarts of white vinegar. Again, make sure that it is at least 5% acidity. So there's 1 quart or 4 cups. So there's 12 cups of white vinegar, 3 quarts. It would help if I turn my stove on. We're just going to make sure, we're going to bring this to a boil, make sure all that sugar and salt dissolves. And that's it for the brine, y'all. That is it. So I'm going to get this mixed up real well because I do not want that sugar to scorch on the bottom. And then we're just going to let this come up to a boil. Alright, we are ready to put this brine in here. So we're just going to fill it up. You want to leave a 1-inch head space on these. So we're just going to add some of the brine to it. Like right there. Debubbler. You can use this. If you have this, you can use a chopstick as long as it's nothing metal. Okay? And I'm going to show you guys. Oh, it popped. There is an air bubble. Oop, right there. You guys probably can't see it because the lighting in here sucks. But you just want to make sure that you get all those little air bubbles out. Okay, there was one. And then you're going to notice that your liquid has went down. So we're going to add a little bit more liquid, a little bit more of the brine, bring it up to our 1-inch head space. And then you want to make sure the brine is hot, okay? So I'm just going to try to use this. And it might work, it might not. We'll see. Get all that down in there. Clean paper towel. We're going to clean them rims really well. Clean lid. Clean ring. Ready for the canner. Now I'm using my Carry electric canner on these as always. It's what I use. You don't have to use one of those. You can use a traditional water bath canner, or you can use a big stock pot if that's what you have, as long as it's big enough to have water covering your lids, okay? And you'll need to put something in the bottom of that so that your jars are not sitting on the bottom. But I'm using my Carry electric canner, and with wide mouth jars it only holds 4 quarts at a time. So, I debubbled. Y'all have to think about these things. Ugh. Anyway, lid goes on, fingertip tight. This one's ready for the canner. Last one going into the canner for this run. These will process for 10 minutes in a water bath canner, and that is for my altitude. Be sure to check what it should be for yours, but for my altitude it is 10 minutes. So first batch going in. Alright y'all, so we got 24 pints of beets with this run. Add that to the 22 that I did yesterday. 46 pints of beets. Y'all, let me show you what these look like. Look how beautiful, beautiful. Y'all. But I do not want to see another raw beet for a while. Okay. I've got to get all this pink off everything in my kitchen now. But they're going to be good this winter.